ka go otlologa go tšwa stadiong sa the secondary ba kgaetso a ebe madume go a lebegelang ditaba tse kwa lona lebogang givented dintlha tsa ditaba re lebegela tse di latelang tšhomišo mpe ya dinotagi le diokobatswi ke baswa ana baswa ba bona phapano ya tšhomišo mpe ya dinotagi le diokobatsi go seng bjalo re tla ba re bolela lo mongwe wa banyekisisi wa barutwana ka ga drug league abuse sepedi se re ge bana ba ka timelwa ke dikgomo batswadi ba re lobile lekgubu e ka ba tšhomišo mpe ya dinotagi le diokobatsi ke yona tlhola tšharakano magareng ga baswa le batswadi goba sona setšhaba e ka ba e le gona baswa ba tlile segagabo bona e le go ila dilo tse ba sa tshwanela go di dira e sa le bana mmušo le setšhaba magaeng di lebagane le tšhomišo mpe ya dinotagi ke baswa le kgono baswa ga ba laolege ka lebaka la tšhomišo mpe ya dinotagi go sa tlhompe ga baswa le tšhomišo bošaedi ya dinotagi ga se se setšhaba se ithetago ka sona ka go gongwe batswadi ba kgona go dumelela bana ba bona go šomiša dijanaga tsa bona ba sena mangolo a bootledi ebile ba otlela ba nwele ba kitima lebelo la godimo re sa lefao bošegong bja New Year's Eve kotsi ya dijanaga mo mmeleng wa Acornhoek e baketse ditšhaba pelaelo ka ge e le baswa ba go hloka mangwalo a bootledi pego ka botlalo re tlisetša ke Sakwane Dimakatso.
Is it true that it's liquor that makes people to cause accidents? Or is it people not controlling themselves by taking liquor and then driving after? Last night, right here on the spot, it was witnessed that a minute bus taxi and a minute truck collided right here on the spot. The driver of a minute bus taxi was a 15-year-old boy who apparently was drunk, whereas the driver of a minute truck is alleged to be a drug-taking young girl of 17 years old. At the moment, both of them are lying at the hospital, being taken care by the nurses and health practitioners. It's Dimagato Sakwane, the secondary nurse.
Ba kgaetso go tšwetša pelo kganye re boledišana le o mongwe wa banyekisisi wa barutwana ka ga pego ye ya drug league abuse poledišano ye re tla itlisetša ka kgaetšedi hunadi Tebogo Motlhala.
I'm Ditaba and welcome you once more. We further discuss this matter on board of the abuse of liquor and drugs by youth. And viewers, I am joined on the line by Ms. Motlhala, the chairperson of Drugs and Liquor Abuse Research Project. Greetings to you, Ms. Motlhala, and a warm welcome to you on our studio today.
Thank you, and greetings to you, Mrs. Motlhala.
To start things on the right angle, can you just brief us about the project?
Well, you can bear with me that our country faces a big challenge when it comes to youth abusing drugs and liquor. So, as learners, we have tasked ourselves to research on facts that lead to youth abusing drugs and liquor. Hence, we call that task a project that researches on drugs and liquor abuse.
What are the challenges in initiating or running the project? Is the project running successfully, and if not?
Our project up to so far is running smoothly, but to address and maintain the issue of absorbing information from people is still a challenge for us because we need honest people to do the interviews for us, and sometimes they are not as cooperative as we expect. Nonetheless, great appreciation to those who open their hearts for us.
So far, what are the facts you have collected?
Let me say that we have categorized these facts into two facts: for using and abusing. 1. For fun. Youth believe that fun only exists only when they indulge in liquor. 2. Peer pressure. When a peer or a friend wears expensive fashionable clothes and drinks liquor, when we come to the comparison of prices, we find that liquor is reasonably inexpensive than clothes, so affordability becomes liquor. That's why they follow suit to drink liquor. 3. Dikoma seasons, party times, and festive seasons. When an initiation school is being released, everyone wants to taste liquor because in their respective homes, a lot of liquor is being bought to celebrate the child who has come back home. Also and mostly, youth attempt to take as little as a sip with an attempt of celebrating the Christmas or New Year's Eve. On the other hand of abuse, 1, we have competition. This is where one peer competes with the other by betting that one peer can consume more than enough number of bottles. 2, abuse of drugs and liquor arises from family problems. When a child is bereaved, he thinks that the only solution to solving his problems is by drinking liquor to forget the loneliness. 3, being abused by family members, parents, and teachers. When a child is being abused by his or her parent, it becomes easy for the child to abuse this because the child's hope for the future is in his parents, and when those parents are not treating him well, he sees no future.
By the judgment from people, it seems they still do not understand the difference between abusing and using liquor. Can you just clarify us on that?
Alcohol you consume or a drug you take it for refreshment state, whereas excessive consuming of it is when you abuse.
Just to interrupt you a little bit, how does abuse equate is excessive consuming?
Well, let me explain to you that according to the health study, the body can only consume a certain amount of a food type. And here, one takes more than the limit. It becomes more than enough or excessive. Hence, abuse, because it's an improper talking. Same to liquor. When a person takes or drinks more than enough liquor, automatically refreshment is substituted by abuse.
Ma'am, to wrap up our discussion, what is your message to the viewers?
Well, I think youth need not ignore the fact that they are ignorant when it comes to health, social, and safety education, because most of our sources of reference were experts in health, social, and safety departments, and they allude that youth do not consult relevant sectors, and as a result, they end up committing suicide. It's better they imagine that everywhere there's education, even in social workers, even in psychologists, there's a better knowledge one can keep. Among all, it's by praying to God to help them control themselves from taking drugs and liquor.
Thank you very much.
Bakhayesu khomu ga ntse boloko ka moka. Nna setlogolo sa bakoni ke re ke tle ke le laele. Khotso ga ya.